Thank you, Mr. President. I stand in opposition to House Bill 87, and I do that on the basis of what I hear from my constituents and what I hear from members of the business community and the faith community and the civic community across this great state of Georgia. Many of you have been in meetings with or have been approached by, had the opportunity to converse back home or down here at the Capitol with pillars of the business community, whether they're in the hospitality industry, the horticulture and landscaping industry, the agricultural sector. The most recent conversation I had was with a gentleman who has a very successful restaurant business here in Atlanta who has provided food. Yay, many of us have sat down at his table and enjoyed his hospitality right here in the shadow of the Capitol. And this young man, he and his wife went from Kentucky Fried, from a honey baked ham franchise to a local business that's unique and inviting and is overrun with customers around the clock throughout the week. I took out-of-town company there not 2 weeks ago and enjoyed their rooftop deck. He is scarcely sleeping with the anxiety for his business that this bill and this effort is causing him. He speaks daily with the head of the Restaurant Association. He is not alone. That's the voice of one small businessman. He and his wife put together the money to do one franchise out on the perimeter. That was successful. I used to get him to bring my honey-baked ham downtown because I didn't want to drive out there Thanksgiving time. They opened up one neighborhood restaurant over in Grant Park. Then they opened up another one over on the west side and have been enormously successful because he puts service and customer satisfaction at the forefront, and he trains his employees, and he runs a great operation. But he is losing sleep at night about about the bills that are before us up here in the legislature. He has called in and paid extra money to hire a lawyer expert on immigration issues, because immigration issues are very complex, very complex. It's not snap your fingers and you know all the immigration law. That's federal law. To go over all the papers of all of his employees, to take that extra abundance of caution, to see that everyone that he has working for him is legally in the country and has the proper papers. He still worries. He says, Nan, they're going to leave and get out of this state when they feel that they and their loved ones are going to be subjected to stops, random stops, don't have the right papers, off you go to jail, and that his people who work for him will be stopped, and somebody who's supposed to be coming to work and showing up to cook that next round of fish tacos or serve the tables or mix the margaritas is going to be hauled off to a police station somewhere. That is the voice of one small businessman who's doing everything in his power to abide by the law, but who absolutely believes that his employees will run afoul of this law, will be caught up in racial profiling, and that he is placed at jeopardy because E-Verify is not infallible, and people who are here legally can often be not listed on that, and you all have heard those statistics. Now, that's the voice of a small business person. You've heard from the biggest hotels in Atlanta. And we're not talking chicken feed when you talk about the big downtown Hiltons and Marriotts, then Hilton's, Marriott Marquis, the grand array of hotels that we have here. They have taken time as CEOs away from their hotel business to come down here and beg and plead with us to please reconsider our actions in entertaining these Arizona-type bills. I'm on the Agriculture Committee, serve with the esteemed chair of Agriculture and other members of this body. We have heard from, and you have all heard from, the agricultural industry, which is the largest sector of our economy. I am just puzzled beyond telling to think that we can sit here and consider these bills when we can look to Arizona and see exactly what happened there. Now, you all have likely heard this, but 3 weeks ago, we had the situation emerge nationally that the Republican Senate in Arizona had defeated 5 bills, 5 new immigration bills that had been introduced there and were backed by the President of the Senate. And they were moved to do that by the outpouring from the business community in Arizona, who came to them in massive numbers and said, "You've done enough. We have damaged our economy. We don't let the other shoe drop and do us more harm. We're teetering on the brink. Please, in your best wisdom, withdraw from pursuing these bills." The Arizona Republican-controlled Senate heard that message. And you have before you on your desk tonight, I haven't counted them up, but there are 5 or 6 sheets of signatories asking us, pleading with us, please don't pass this legislation.